That's myfavoritedj.com. Welcome to the home of my favorite DJ, DJ Jules, baby. If you're looking for a DJ for any type of event, call us now. 395-8845. Once again, that's 315-958-8845. www.that'smyfavoritedj.com. The perfect DJ for any of your events. Sweet 16, 21, 30. You turn to 75 years of age, DJ Jules, baby, is the perfect DJ. Weddings, corporate events, call 313-595-8845. MyFavoriteDJ.com.
The combined power of a group when working together greater than the power achieved when working alone.
That's synergy.
Synergy works. Synergy, from the Greek word synergos, equals working together. Synergy works. Synergy is different people working together advantageously for one final outcome, one goal, rewarding results. Synergy works. Don't train by yourself. Train with synergy. Why? Because synergy works. Contact us today to set up your fitness assessment. Synergy works.
TNT Cakes, Creations, and more, where we specialize in red velvet and strawberry cheesecake, chocolate-covered strawberries, custom baby boxes, custom signs, custom tees and sweatshirts, custom sports balls, graduation accessories, custom glasses and tumblers, custom license plates, heat transfers, custom office signs, TNT Cakes, Creations, and more. Give us a call.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with a growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcastic, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
The content you're about to hear is a part of a paid programming segment. The views, opinions, and statements expressed belong solely to the sponsor and do not reflect those of Podcastic or its host. This segment is for informational and promotional purposes only and should not be considered as advice or endorsement. Listener discretion is advised.
Yeah. Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal, Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoyia, Deshawn, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to the GAMG, the Big Flex StrongCast, y'all. for episode 117 in the building. You already know who the fuck I am. John Q in this bitch. What up, though, y'all? Say we gotta almost say a full house. We ain't got everybody in here tonight, but you know we gotta say sis down there. Say what up though, sis. Latoyia, Deshawn in the building.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And of course, say we have Elizabeth and Catrina from Hair Crack, and also
hello.
Dion Renee Collection back in the building. Say special guest host again with y'all. You know what I'm saying, in the building. What's up, y'all?
Hello.
Yeah, and of course we gotta say Dr. Ruck is on the ones and twos. He over there plugging in something. What's he over there doing, man?
Trying to make it work.
Trying to make it work. Well, we'll make it work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. You know, this is the Big Flex StrongCast hour. So, as y'all already know, this is where gym conversation meets podcasting. So, y'all know what to do when y'all come into the GAMG say gym. You know, you dap it up to everybody and hit that like button, hit that share button, and subscribe if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? So, what's up, y'all? How y'all been? You know, we haven't been here in like damn, it's been say another week already. Shit, 2 weeks. How everybody been? And you know, how y'all strong ends been?
My strong ends have been very busy, very full, but very fun.
Okay. All right.
Good.
All right. What about you, say, Elizabeth? What you got?
Strong and very busy. You know, we just opened up a new spa, so hair care,
I want y'all to talk about that. Yeah, absolutely.
So we've been busy.
Okay. Also, you say, Catrina?
Definitely gonna drop that new location, 21573 Grand River.
All right.
It's gonna be a little spa. That's when we're gonna be offering hair washing. We're gonna be using our products, so we'll be doing facial scrubs, washing those beards. We'll be doing some retwists, some braids, a few little things, little options. We just painted, so we still kind of getting things together. So be on the lookout for that.
Congratulations, ladies. Good shit. That's a big flex. You know what I'm saying?
It is heavy on the hair care and skin care. Because that's what it is. It's a hair care and skin care spa.
Okay.
Because you can go everywhere and you get a regular spa.
Yeah.
But you don't go nowhere and it's a hair and skin care spa.
Okay. So how long was this in y'all, you know, in the plans?
2 years.
2 years?
It's been 2 years in the making.
Okay.
We decided this is what we wanted to do. So we just been kind of talking about it and just kind of checking things out, and this kind of fell in our lap. Like, perfect opportunity.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. Hey, hit that shit one time.
21573 Grand River.
There you go. This shit. Congratulations, y'all. All right, so my strong end wasn't too bad. You know what I'm saying? I will say happy birthday to my mama. Her birthday.
Happy birthday, mama.
Yeah, the other day, you know what I'm saying? So we had to get a little celebration in with my mama. You know what I'm saying? So happy birthday to my mamas and all the Virgos. You know, this is our time. So, you know.
My son a Virgo, my dad's a Virgo.
Yeah, we the best. No.
I just want to tell everybody, like, my favorite sign is Virgo. And they're like, why? I'm like, my dad. Come on now. My dad is a Virgo and I birthed one.
See, there
his
you go.
Well, technically his first grandchild.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so we got together, you know what I'm saying, with my moms, and you know, took her out to eat and had some cake and stuff like that, had people come over her house and stuff. So it really wasn't like it was a surprise, but she seemed like she was surprised or something, you know what I mean? Because she was like, "Who was at my damn door?" Like when we got when we got back from eating and stuff.
Mom behavior.
So we was already like, you know, I told everybody maybe meet at her house about 5:30 or stuff like that. So
that means a lot to them. It mean more than a gift.
Yeah. I mean, she was happy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was the goal, you know, to make her happy, you know what I'm saying? You know, she don't be wanting for nothing for the most part. It's just little simple stuff like that. So, you know.
See, I'm nosy and greedy.
You talking about you nosy and
I
greedy.
like the sweets. So who did the cake? I want to know.
Actually, we didn't actually make it this time. My wife picked up the doctor that picked up a cake from, what was it, Costco or Sam's Club? It was a pretty good one.
If it was Sam's Club,
Yeah,
it was
Sam's Club.
definitely everything.
Yeah.
It was definitely
most
everything.
of the time, because So my wife, she does have a recipe for my grandmother. It's a pistachio cake. So we was thinking about like doing that for either like her birthday or like some cupcakes and stuff. We had a family get together and stuff like that the weekend before, before. So we haven't gotten a chance to get to it, but yeah, it's coming. You know what I'm saying? So she's been practicing on it. So it's a major staple in our family is this pistachio cakes. Well, she's been doing pretty good on them too. So.
Oh yeah, we don't need those. I like those sweets. Like I said, I'm not a cake person.
Yeah, my
pistachio cakes.
This was not.
My dad liked apple pie, so it's the only thing I ever had to make. So I have like the best apple pie ever because that was the thing he used to want me to make them.
All right,
but I think it was because he knew I didn't like cake.
okay.
Don't offer her birthday party treats.
Okay,
there you go.
She don't want cupcakes, ice cream, like
none of that.
Yeah,
you give me a fruit cake or something like a real fruit, not a cake, but like a watermelon.
Sweet tart.
He's talking about sweet tart.
Like she don't. I indulge in this sweet stuff.
Right. Okay. Oh, and then we might as well go ahead and tackle this real quick before we get to tea time with Toya. Is besides say my mom's birthday and stuff, we had a little letdown yesterday. It looked like the Lions decided to go ahead and take an ass whooping by the Green Bay Push Packers.
They handed
it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, they lost 27-13, but it actually was more so like 27-6. You know, they got a little last little touchdown, their first little touchdown of the season in kind of late. But, they got thoroughly, they got their ass, kicked in the trenches for the most part. They didn't look prepared. The play calling was terrible.
That was terrible.
They didn't look like they had any kind of energy or something. Like they just, I don't know what it was, but that wasn't the same team that we
left. That we left. Like what happened to the morale? Like
what
what's
happened
going
to
on?
Goff's protection?
Well, that's the problem. So you had your Pro Bowl center retired. After about 7 years, they need to call his ass back and like, hey man, do you feel a little bit better or something? You know what I'm saying? Then they let another guy leave. He was a free agent, but he was a Pro Bowler. So now they have a rookie, and they have a guy that he pretty much is a rookie. He only, I think, played like a couple of games last year. And then the guy that was backing up our center, he's our center now, and he had a terrible game.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So. That pressure up the middle was killing us,
I'm not turned into grits.
I'm not a sports person, so I'm not big on football. But when it comes to stuff like that, and you just said like they just basically their energy was off.
Yeah.
So it goes into my mental of like, what if they didn't want to play for our team?
No, I don't think. No, they've been getting paid. So, because just the night before, either the night before or the day before, they just paid one of their receivers like. I think he's averaging about $27 million per year now or something. So, I mean, they came out all their foundational players. The Ford family has paid them a collective almost like $1 billion. Wow. It's like 700 and something $million, and they still about to. And it's gonna be about $1 billion in a minute because they still got to pay Hutch. They got other players they still got to pay.
Because I always wondered that, like when I'm not a sports person, so but I'm like, I know me as a person. If I don't like something, I don't care about the money. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So I always wonder that, like with sports, like do they? But like when you
they don't make them, sis. They don't.
Oh, okay.
They don't make them.
That's what I was always wondering.
It's not their mom. Their mom saying you have to go.
Right.
No.
They rose their hand and volunteered.
Right.
Because sports is like the one. Sports is like the one thing I really haven't invested in.
Yeah.
My son was big on sports. I used to go in there and be in there like half sleep. Like, come on, boy, let's get this over with.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm the one running up inside. And I'm like, hey, go ahead, put your hands up in it.
Oh, me too. That's definitely.
See, my son.
Coach now. Look.
See, my son went to. Well, he went to. He did like hype and stuff like that. Like, so like his name stood out. So I'd be sleeping there, like Abdul took a shot. I'm like, ah!
Fake pumping out.
She don't even know. She's like, I don't even know what happened. But
Right. He'd be like, "Ma, you saw me." I'm like, "Yup."
Yeah. So
I saw you go like this.
So yesterday, we didn't see no grit. We just seen all shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be honest with you,
we saw grits. We got grits instead of grit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was pretty bad. So, you know, and their schedule, they got like one of the hardest schedules coming up. So they better get it together real fast, or they gonna be picking, say, top 5 draft pick or something. You know what I mean? So, you know, hey, I was kind of 2 weeks ago, whatever, I made my predictions. Don't make me look stupid. You know what I mean? You know, so. But yeah, anyway, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was first game. It was the first game.
Yeah, we was gonna wear lion shirts.
Shit
so she like, we wearing lion shirts. I said, can I ask you a question? She said, yeah. I probably did shit. I probably put bad juju on them. Because I was like, but if they lose, then what?
Oh no.
Shit, they still ain't look as a good doctor always tell me. Well, guess what, baby? They still getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you right about that one. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. All right, y'all. So, y'all want to call in and give us y'all opinions, say, about yesterday's game too? Give us a call at 810-560-0658.
And we got some comments in the comment section.
Yeah, who said what?
Billy said the chemistry was off. They should have been playing the starters more reps during the preseason, and with the offense and defense being new, they needed reps together.
That could be true, but at the same time, it's a lot of teams that didn't play none of their starters too, just because the risk of injury. Mm-hmm. And you got to remember, last year, all them damn injuries we had, I think the coaches, you know what I'm saying, just in general, was probably traumatized by that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they had record-setting historical injuries last year. You know what I'm saying? All on that one side of the ball. So, you know, I think it was, like I said, a combination of some of everything. But they, you know what? They better get it together real quick. I mean, like in another 6 days when they play against Chicago. So, and they playing right now. I don't know what the score is with Chicago. I think the last time I checked, they was up 7-3. So we gonna see. You know what I mean? So Lions, get y'all shit together. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all.
We got 6 days.
All right, and shout out to everybody in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if y'all want to call in, 810-560-0658. And now we're going to go ahead and get into Tea Time with Toya. What up, though, sis? What would you got?
Hey, so we're going to go ahead and play this video first, and then we're going to talk about it together.
All right.
In 5, 4, 3, 2,
and let's
1.
go.
Hey, there's some people that really need to hear this. It's okay not being okay. Every day you wake up, you want to have it together. When some of those days, internally, you feel that you're not okay, but you're trying to be okay for everybody. You're trying to be the strength. Some days you just wake up like, fuck the kids, fuck my husband, fuck my wife, like fuck everybody. And I want you to know that it's okay. Fuck the job. Like, it's okay. Like, you're living life and you're human. But what you're doing by ignoring this emotion and this feeling is rejecting you. It's never going to get better until you address it and be okay with not being okay. You don't have to wake up every day and feel like you got it together. Life is lifing. No matter how much money you got, no matter how fabulous everybody think your life is and how they think you got everything put together, it is okay to be like, you know what, fuck this shit today. I'm not for it. It's okay. We all have these moments. We all feel this emotion that I'm not okay today. And I want you to know it is okay to feel that way. Don't feel bad about not having everything together in life today, or, you know, having to do everything that you do on a daily basis. It's okay to just be like, you know what? I need something for me, and I need to take a day for me, a week for me, a month for me, or just some time for me to regroup and get my life back on track where it needs to be, because I'm not okay. It's okay not being okay.
Be not okay.
To be not okay.
All right.
And I think that's a struggle that a lot of us have, is being okay with not being okay. And so I know for me, that hit hard because I would deplete myself and be in a negative energy because I have to be everything to everybody else. I have to be strong. I have to show my kids that things go wrong, you pull it back together and you keep it moving. Like, and all that happens is you can only go like that for so long.
Yeah.
And then you get to a place where it's like, fuck me. You know what I mean? It's still not fuck them kids, fuck the job, fuck this house. It becomes, well, fuck my life. And that's just, it takes so long to climb out of that space once you hit that wall.
Yeah.
That you've not really done yourself or those around you any justice.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I add is, when you going through something, that's exactly what it is. You're just going through it. It's just, you're going through it. It's you moving. You're still moving. You know what I mean? So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? So just don't get stuck in that rut, and just know that you're just going through something. That's all. Sometimes it's a little bit longer than what you expect, but just remember, it's just like, say, a tube. You know what I mean? The water that flows through it is going through it, but eventually it's going to go ahead and get to the end. You know what I mean? And spread on out. So
that goes into, I tell everybody that big thing is just loving yourself more than anything on this earth. It sounds so bad, but it don't. Everybody be like, and I say that to someone and they be like, that don't sound right. It do. Because if you love yourself more than anything on this earth, you know when to say time out.
Yeah.
But you gotta get there. It's like people don't
but
people don't know how to get there. Just like what Latoyia was saying, and what we all do as moms. It's like
that's where it goes into, though, even being a mom.
Right. It's like we go into that mode and we don't know how to get out of that mode. So from the time when we start being a mom, because nobody's taught that. Like, we're not taught. Once you become a mom, you're taught how to be a mom. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody teaches you. They say when the baby's little, when the baby sleep, you sleep. But nobody teach you the after part. So that part you were saying about, like, fuck yourself. Like, once you have a kid, until you get to that part and you learn and you figure it out, you're literally saying fuck yourself the whole time.
Literally.
But that also, like I tell everybody, the biggest thing is us as humans. You cannot tell nobody how to be a parent. No mama, no daddy. It's no way, because everybody parenting skills is going to always be different, because everybody kid is different, and it's about studying that kid. And it's like, that's the biggest thing, is letting everybody know it's okay to not know what to do, because as a mother and as a father, as a human being, we all got the same playbook, the beginning. The beginning. No matter how we spin it, we all got the same playbook, and it's called the beginning. And we all got our own minds to figure it out, because a dog gonna be a dog, a cat gonna be a cat. A lion gonna be a lion.
It's just human nature.
But we have so many options. When we become human, we have, our mind can go so many different ways. So I just really think that being a mother, a father, a cousin, an uncle, a friend, an auntie, like, we gotta tell her, like, when you notice someone not playing about themselves, like, and I tell her that, like, I have to get on her, like, I don't play about you. And it's not me being mean, because she say I'm mean. It's not me being mean. It's, you need to understand that sometimes it need to be about you.
Yeah.
And if you can't see that, I'm going to be your star player, and I'm going to make sure you get that.
Yeah.
It's a blessing to have somebody like that in your corner. I didn't have that person.
Yeah.
I've had good friends, but they didn't know any more about coming out of that space than I did.
Yeah.
And I know for me, when I first had my kids, like, I had my daughter at 20, my son at 23.
I had mine at 16.
So
I was
we
a mother
still trying to figure
anything.
life out. Still trying to figure life out. And I feel like in the beginning of parenting, I was parenting out of fear. Like, all of the things that I felt like were deficient in my childhood growing up, I feel like I
compensated
to make sure that they didn't have that lack, and they didn't have, you know what I mean? And it went well when they were younger, but as my daughter grew into like her preteen years, it didn't work for her because she was coming into her own as a person. And she has never been like, I'm going to just fall in line with this plan or this plan. She's always beat it.
They're rebellious. Yeah. I have one that's rebellious.
But you know what? I can't even
but them
say
the ones
it's
that
rebellion.
make you smile.
Yeah, I can't even say it's rebellion.
They just have their own plan.
She definitely has her own plan. And we call her Little Daffodil because she just floats through life from one second to the next, doing whatever makes her happy.
And that works.
In that moment. And it works for her.
But you gave her that.
I had to learn to give her that. For a long time, I tried to,
but that's what
to make her this mini me of being organized and planning and all of the things. And she just was like, I don't care how many times you put my nose on the wall. I don't care how many times you give me this speech. This is what makes me happy in this moment. And so that is what I'm going to do. And she said something to me one day that really broke my heart. She was like, I don't feel understood in this house. And that broke me. Like, I really had to step back and dig into that. Like, okay, baby, I'm sorry. I never want you to feel that way. Why do you feel that way? And, you know, she was like, well, because you are like this and Mariana's like you and Daddy is over here like this, and I don't fit into any of that. So so she felt like an outsider. So I had to start creating the space within the house for her to be herself, and also for us to figure out, hey, how can we enjoy that? How can we fit into
Let's fit
that
into your
with her?
world.
And so it was at that point that she really relaxed in it, and she flourished.
You know, one of the things, like, and it's like funny now because I got 2 sons that got kids, and like I see stuff and I don't say nothing, and everybody like, how can you just don't say nothing? It's their kids.
It's their kids.
You know, and because when my kids was growing up, I was big on them just being who they were. Because your parents, when you growing up, you have this idea of who you want your kids to be, and my parents was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad had this grand ideal of who I was supposed to be. And then my mom, you know, bless her heart, but she was a little mean and strict. But, you know, so they had this idea, you know, like, oh, you supposed to, but that's not it, because just like you had this ideal of who I'm supposed to be, your parents had this ideal of who you supposed to be. But at the end of the day, no matter how you raise your kids up, they all gonna have their own personality. And one is gonna pick up and have you, and then that other one gonna pick up and have you and they auntie and they uncle or they daddy. They collect more because they see more, and they like, okay, I like, because like with me, I was always considered a black sheep. But it wasn't that I was a black sheep. I just dissected everything with everybody around me. And then I went back and I sat and I took notes of what I liked about them and what I didn't. And that's what I decided. Like, I can't do none of this because this makes me just...
This makes me feel this way.
And I'm like, but this is who I am. And it was like, it's so hard to be okay in that skin. You know, because I fought for that.
Well, look, let's go a little bit deeper. We might as well go ahead and get into the main topic.
Oh, yeah.
Discovering your purpose in life, you know. So, anybody like to share when did you discover your purpose, and what is your purpose? You know, if you want to start, sis?
It's, for me, it's so strange because I feel like I've always known that I was born to be a caretaker, a nurturer. I was born to be the light to those around me. I was born to build people up. Like, all my life, I knew that. And I always knew that I wanted to get married, that I wanted to have kids. I always knew I wanted a family to take care of. It wasn't until, I want to say, I was probably about 25, 26, and I started looking at the patterns of my life, right? like, okay, when I was a kid, I did this for these people.
Mm-hmm.
And as a mom, I do this for my kids. And as a wife, I do this for my husband. And in my career, I've always been in the medical field. It's always been about taking care of others.
other people.
Yeah, and being, just a positive.
They call it being in service.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've always known in my heart that that's who I was put here to be. Humble and in service.
Okay.
But it wasn't until I got, like I said, about 25, 26 that I started to like piece it all together. Like, okay, I can see this in this section of my life, in this section of my life, and in this section of my life. And it's fulfilling to me.
Yeah.
Being that to those around me doesn't drain me. It fills me. It makes me happy. Making other people smile and brightening their, like, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
that.
What about you?
So it's so funny because, like, growing up, I didn't have a vision of my future. Like, I wasn't the little girl that was like, I want to get married, I want to have kids. I absolutely knew that I didn't want to get married and have kids. Somehow it ended up being in my plan. That's, like I tell my kids, what's for you is for you. You can't change that. Mm-hmm. And that's how they came about. But I was just like, hey, what's my purpose? I never understood my purpose. And it used to drive me crazy. Because I used to always have this anger, like, I don't want to be here. And I don't know where it came from, but I just had this anger. And one day, it's crazy because the anniversary coming up in it was September 16th or something like that. I fell flat on my face, blacked out, shattered my nose and everything. And my life went so down. It went down like a roller coaster. And I'm trying to find out what's going on with me. And everywhere I went, they was like, oh, we don't know. And as life going, I'm losing weight. I'm down at 80 pounds. I can't eat. I can't hold nothing down. I couldn't even drink water. So I was going to the doctor, and I'm calling a friend, and I'm like, this is the last straw. I'm done. And she like, oh, listen to this song. I'm going to a basketball game. We not friends no more. But she was like, listen, and call me if you feel better. But I told her I didn't want to do this no more.
Yeah.
You don't. So I get to the doctor, and the doctor's like, we don't know what's wrong with you. We done ran $1 million test on you. So I'm like, what? He like, just go home. And just enjoy your family, get comfortable. He was like, I was losing weight rapidly. He was like, you got about 3 weeks. And I didn't know how to tell my family because I hid so much. I was the one that I had to be strong. I beat on my chest because I played that I don't need nobody card so heavy. So she didn't even know. I was quiet. So when that happened, I lost it. And I was just driving home, and I just let the wheel go. I was on the freeway. I let the wheel go. My car just went. I flew off the freeway, hit the tree. Nothing happened. Cars, please come. And I'm just sitting there pissed because I'm like, why? Why am I still here? And I was like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? And I was beaten. I was crying. I was pissed. And I get home, and there was a situation happened in this group home, and the little girl needed help. And I felt like at that moment, God was like, your purpose is, you're supposed to be here for these kids. You got to be a mentor. And it was crazy. That little girl saved my life.
Wow.
The stranger.
Yeah.
Because I still was dead set on not being here because I didn't know what I was here for. Like, what am I here for? Like I went through hell growing up, and then you mean to tell me as an adult I'm
going through this
again? Like, come on now, where's the, But I learned too, you don't never ask what else gonna happen because you gonna find out.
You gonna find out.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Me and her had similar situation or something. I went in the car, but I used to drink 1/5 of whiskey every night.
Damn.
It was one particular night. My godson, he's the guy that I want you to show me some more about making music. I went upstairs, and he hated me drinking. Right. So I used to, every time he would sneak upstairs, I just hide the bottle behind the speaker. So this particular night, I was like, God, I don't want to be here no more. I'm 40. I said, I don't want to be here no more. I've done enough. They know, I'm cool, right? I'm ready. So I drank a 1/5 and downed it before he even got downstairs. And then I pushed the thing, and I heard the bottle clink. I had 2 more, similar, quarter of a bottle and half a bottle. I downed those, and I took 2
a Tylenol force.
Ooh.
When I say I was knocked out, and when I woke up, I thought I was in heaven, right? I mean, the light right here, I'm feeling warm, and I'm like, yes, right? And then the phone rang, and I hit my head. I jumped up like, I'll be damned. In my drunken stupor, the light fell, and I fell asleep, I guess. I'm serious. So, and then the phone rang, and then I pick up the phone. Hello? She's like, look, I'm just trying to let you know that you had a baby on the way. You don't have to take care of it. She'll be okay. But you better have a baby out here. I'm like, yeah, whatever, bitch. That's my exact words. Hung the phone. And I was like, God, why? And I'm screaming, yelling, like, why the fuck you ain't
your
taking
purpose
me?
on one.
Like, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck you ain't taking? I wanted to die. I just wanted to leave this morning. And when I said, get up steps, I'm like, Ma, what the hell going on? I was like, nothing. So I called her back and said, what you mean I got a baby on the way? She said, I'm 5.5 months pregnant. I said, oh. So I said, okay, you funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you real funny.
You baby here.
I said, right. I said, you real funny.
Yeah.
And so at that point, I really just wanted to leave, bro. I didn't want to be here. And my baby is the one who saved my life. Literally.
Yeah.
See, so that goes back to, to be honest with you, what I always say is God is the ultimate planner. Mm-hmm. So you might have some plans, but your plans don't mean shit to where God kick in, you know what I'm saying, and really tell you exactly and show you exactly what's going to happen.
I ended up getting Mentor of the Year that year.
See?
I got an award, everything. It was crazy. Yeah. And then I'm like, I don't want the award, They're like, you gonna take this award. But I had already been volunteering prior to. It was just that once I got sick, I kind of was getting to the selfish mode of like, I was walking around looking like a skeleton. So I was, I didn't want to go nowhere.
Now, have y'all purpose, like, changed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Since then?
Yeah, because mine's is more. Like, I want to do more. Mm-hmm. And then my vision is bigger. Yeah. I give back as much as I can. Like always, this is the first year I didn't adopt a family for back to school. Okay. Because I do Christmas and back to school book bags and all that stuff and clothes and shoes and stuff. But this year, because I was like, I got to kind of like stick to me for a minute and get where I want to get so that I can go further in life and what I want to do. Because I want to take it so far, you know.
What about you, sis?
I think just recently I'm starting to see minds change in a way, right? Mm-hmm. So in this space of my kids being grown, me being single and living alone, wow. Now I feel like it is the time for me to be my purpose. Yeah. Now is the time for me to prioritize myself, take care of the things that are within my world for a period. Yeah. Like it's time for me to be selfish. It's time for me to start saying no more. It's time for me to like not overextend myself.
So pretty much like setting up healthy boundaries to protect yourself and your purpose.
Yes. Well, but it's crazy because the boundaries are for me to follow. I know. You know what I mean? Like it's... and I never really thought about it that way. You know what I mean? Like I've had spaces in my life where I tell like my friends and family, like, listen, I got a lot on my shoulders right now. When y'all call me with y'all problems, check in first. Ask me if I have the capacity to help you or to deal with you or to listen to you.
Now, have you ever felt like, I mean, of course, when you in service, you are there to be used. God is using you, right? Mm-hmm. But have you ever felt abused in your purpose?
Oh, of course.
Like, they have, the saying of, you can use me, but don't abuse me.
But don't abuse me.
Okay.
Yes.
So I would say, like, y'all know what I do. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a consultant when it comes to health and fitness and stuff like that. And that's my purpose, to actually help people, with their fitness goals and journey and try to stay a little bit healthier and stuff like that. Like, I've never been a person to like have information that can help somebody and hoard it. But at the same time, like, you know, when it comes to, say, setting up healthy boundaries and stuff, sometimes you'll come across people that will, you know, they'll come around and they'll have, say, some other kind of nefarious, you know, dealings with you. You know what I mean? Like, you might be trying to help them, but then they sit up there trying to, like, use you to a degree. You know what I mean? Like, or they got ill intentions, and you know what I'm saying? So that's why I ask, you know, on setting up healthy boundaries and stuff like that, on, you know, that fine line of you want to help people, but at the same time you don't want to be abused either. You know what I mean? And being in the medical field, I know you see it because I go through it. I even had to let clients go because they'll play you. Yeah. You know,
and
same thing in
like,
personal training.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers
Like, I love too hard for that. You know, so then I'm sitting here getting played like a violin. And you really don't even care. So, you know, you just got to know your limits. You know, like, and that's why I always say I go back into the I don't play about me. Yeah. You know, and I had to learn that to get selfish about me, because I always tell people, like, I'm a blessing. Yeah. So if I'm a blessing, why am I allowing you to just have any access to me? Don't you got to pray for your blessings? Yeah. Yeah. And when you mess up with them blessings, do you keep getting them? So if I'm a blessing and you keep messing up with me, why would I keep giving you me? There you go. Yeah. You know, and people like, oh, you're supposed to forgive. And you know, it's so crazy because I had an incident where a cousin cut me off for like 16 years over me being in the LGBT community. And then he comes out. Wow. And then he comes to me, he says, oh, we can bond for that because you blackballed me and had everybody mad at me, but then we can bond, and everybody's coming to me like, you should talk to him and hear him out. No one is thinking about me. Y'all don't even know who it is. You don't know which cousin it is or who, but you immediately went to his rescue instead of mine, and you know me personally.
But you know why? I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's why. The reason why we are a blessing to people, because we had the strength to deal with it. Yeah. Now, your family member, he wasn't strong enough to deal with it.
Well, he did a lot of stuff before that to kind of shit on me, and then that was just like the icing on the cake, and I don't like cake.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't like cake.
But it's the icing. It wasn't put on the cake yet. So you have to really think about that was his torment. That was his trauma, and the reason why they like looking at his side, because he's the weak one and you're the strong one. It's just
but you use me.
I get it, but that's what being a blessing is. Being a blessing to other people is being used. Yeah, you do get used. That's the whole point of you carrying the load.
But it also goes into I'm okay with carrying the load, but I also am okay with saying I'm gonna put this load down. No, because when the load get too heavy, because we all get so quick with, you know, in the Bible it don't say be a fool. Right. You know, we get so quick with the forgive and reconnect. I forgive, and I'm the person that I'm gonna forgive you, and I'm forgiving you for me and you. Right. Because I don't need you to carry it, and I'm not gonna carry it. But just because I forgive you does not mean you have access to me.
Yeah, and you shouldn't allow them if you don't feel comfortable. But if you also the book,
because you didn't even come, and then this is my thing. I'd rather you had came a little more correct. But you say, oh, we can bond through that.
But they're not going to come. Listen, but they're not going to come correct because they don't have the anointment that you have. Yeah. So understand that, you know, anybody seen the Book of Clarence?
I haven't seen that yet, but I heard it was pretty good though. Yeah.
So this movie was about that everyone have a cross to bear, right? And when it's God given, you have no choice. Yeah. But even if you want to put it down, this is the reason why you have a cross you have to bear, as Jesus did, as Abraham, as all of them did. So even if you don't believe in the Bible, the principle is
I believe in the Bible.
No, but I'm talking about so far as names. I believe in 1,000% of the Bible of principle. I don't believe in the name and the places because.
But I also study Islam and stuff like that. So like my oversight with religion and God is like more than just in the box of you know. And a lot of people put themselves in a box and they're like, oh, I just
trust me. I love the principles of Islam more than Christianity. Yeah. I do. But I was saying with even that, even if he shit on you, you was able to handle it.
Yeah.
Later, he was older than me.
It doesn't. That don't matter.
Yeah.
So was David. David was young, but he was fine.
But you know, I get what you're saying. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because, you go through so much in life, you know, and I'm one of them people. I really don't believe in second chances, you know. But no. And if I give you a second chance, and you it's full on me, but it's cool because I gave it to you. That was my choice, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like once I gave you that extra olive branch and you took that branch and threw it across the fence,
yeah,
it's on me to jump that fence and give it back to you, or I'm gonna jump that fence and hand it to somebody that's more in need. And I'd rather give my time and my energy to somebody that's more in need. I'd rather go to the cousin that is hiding in the closet and scared to come out, and I'd rather give that stick to him and give him that grace versus giving it to cousin that doesn't really want the grace. It's just you blackballed now. So misery love company. So it's like, hey, pick me now. Come pick up, you know, now everybody's, and let's just not be funny, but it's harder being a gay man than a gay lesbian woman. Mm-hmm. So you use me for the softener of the blow, and it wasn't the softener of the blow, right?
Well, at least you're honest with that. But what you said, I get. But let's put it in perspective too.
But I told him I love him. I said, I ain't mad at you. I love you, baby.
Have you ever met somebody named Judah?
No.
You know why? Because Judah got the bad end of the stick when it came to the story of Jesus. So it's going to be very hard to find somebody named Judah.
Yeah.
But he was necessary in order for Jesus to be who Jesus became. Mm-hmm. So these are the things we have to really lay down and have understanding. And maybe sometimes we're a blessing to other people, and we don't be a true blessing to ourselves.
Yeah.
By opening up and having true understanding of just that. Your cousin, the person who did you so wrong, in order for you to be who you are today, you needed to go through that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because he taught me a me syndrome. Because even in the long message that he sent me, everything was me.
Yeah.
You know? It was not, he didn't say, I understand what you're going through now. That probably would have had me like this. But it was like, you know, I went through a lot. You know, I have kids now, and you had kids then, but I have kids now, and I had to come out as a gay man. And I'm big on accountability. Like, I'm heavy. Yeah, and then I feel like, you know, and I tell everybody, if I'm heavy on my kids' accountability, I cannot let you pass.
Did you ever?
And I have 4 boys.
But did you ever look at the reason why he even probably came out or tried it? Because everything was against you, and he felt like if you could handle it, he can too.
Well, see, this the thing. So I didn't come out. This is how it happened. Me and him was close. We grew up together. He older than me. So I was like, yeah, I'm telling him about, you know, I had a little girlfriend. And I'm like, I got a girlfriend. Don't nobody know. I told my daddy. My daddy told me to chill. My daddy, you know, me and my daddy always been like this. So he was like, you like the girl since you was in kindergarten. So, I'm like, but I haven't told everybody yet. You know, because I have like, you know, you got that conservative side of the family. So I was like, I'm going to hit them with it a little different than just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So next thing you know, I wake up in the morning and I'm a part of a group chat.
Was this before you fell on your face?
No.
Okay, so hear what you're saying, but go ahead.
So I was part of a group chat, you know, and then everything came out and it was just like, oh, and I didn't even have a good relationship with this, you know, and then we was talking about that. I'm like, I want to get to know these. I didn't grow up with them like that, so I want to get to know them. He like, yeah, so don't say nothing because they really not going to want to get to know you. You say that. I'm like, oh, okay. You baiting me. You sitting here getting more information out of me, and then you go and you tell them verbatim what I said to you.
Or that's what I'm saying. Remember what you said. Or did he already tell somebody? That's how he knew they was going to react how they was, and he forewarned you. And then when it came out, he said that's why some of the people had more sympathy. Because they already knew he was doing what he was doing. I'm just telling you, the whole story makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I'm looking at, he been gay.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, you don't wake up one day and be like, oh,
I'm talking about, and somebody knew. Yeah. And I'm going to say,
you know what? I was the only person that felt like he wasn't. And everybody had already been saying it.
You was already, listen, I'm telling you.
And my gaydar be on point.
So look, if y'all want to call in, 810-560-0658. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all purpose is, and have y'all discovered y'all purpose, and are you still in search of your purpose at this point in time in your life? You know, far as, you know, also in you know, in your purpose, have you ever, you know, like you said, you had to cut people off before, and now you being to say more about yourself. Have y'all just felt like sometimes like it's a little bit too much for y'all, like, or why were you chosen for that purpose?
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like
being strong, you know, is hard.
Yeah, because I would say like this, being really in your purpose also, I believe you have to have traits of being a leader, you know, and being well-rounded, of trying to be pretty much sometimes diplomatic, right?
Yeah. And then you got people looking up to you that you didn't expect to look up to you. Because I had a brother tell me he looked up to me, and it threw me through a loop because I didn't even think a guy would look up to me. So
I mean, like, you know, my brother Teron or whatever, he tells me that all the time. Like, man, I look up to you. You inspire me. It's like, how? Like, man, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because you live in, you know, in your purpose or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And people can, I think a lot of times and stuff, people can see that you living in your purpose. And, you know, the people that's full of shit, for the most part, they'll see you like it's that good energy and you have that light, and they gravitating towards you, and then they trying to really like be a vampire and you know,
or they treat you like Elf on the Shelf.
Yeah, of course they're doing. You gonna have some.
Every time life gets crazy, like they get hectic, they come dusting you off because they know what you got to offer them. Yeah. And once life get back on track, they put you back on that shelf.
Yep. So, I mean, one thing is, I will say, just even in my own journey, as far as my purpose is, I've been finding that this lesson that I keep on recurring itself is, like you said, to set up healthy boundaries, to learn how to protect myself within my purpose. Because, like I said, I've come across some crazy situations with people, and you be like, dude, didn't we just have a conversation about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's and it'd be like, what the hell? Like, you know, like, and then people start trying to take you for granted, start trying to be sometime, you know, feel like they are entitled. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? To like your time and what you do.
It's that entitlement.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Especially like being in business and stuff like that. I'm quite sure y'all
entitlement.
You know, I'm quite sure y'all done came across this by even being in business, and part of y'all purpose is, you know, y'all skincare and stuff like that, where you have a family member or a friend and stuff like that feel entitled, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Can't y'all just go ahead? Y'all should just get this for free, or I'm your cousin, or I'm your brother, or I'm just whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pay. Like,
or they won't buy your products, but they'll use your products. Yeah. But then I'm gonna give you my products for free, and then it's gonna work, and then you're not even gonna give me no shout outs. You just gonna gatekeep.
Talk about it. But when we make it, it's like that's my people.
Yeah. That too. That's my cousin. That's my sister. That's my brother. That, you know,
Yeah. So let's we gonna wrap this one up real quick. I just want to have, you know, if there's anything else y'all want to add, as far as you know, what's important to y'all about y'all purpose, or, you know, that y'all want to say to anybody that's out there that's trying to, you know, they might be having a little struggle with their purpose. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, is there anything that y'all like to tell anybody? And then we do have an announcement for us, like the Oscars too. So,
what's really important to me, and I think that it's just really something that we all lack, and it's self-love. I think that's so important. I feel like if we get that down packed, the self-love, I think that we'll all be in a better place. You know what I'm saying? Because then you'll learn grace. Because so many people will get so far with just grace. I feel like I see people don't even get their kids grace. Yeah. You know, so that's just my, you know, I lead with that. I tell everybody that, you know, you enough. When you learn self-love, you also know that you're enough. Yeah. Who you are is enough. Yeah. And you learn accountability, because you're going to want what you're giving.
Okay. What about you, sis?
I think for me, what keeps me grounded and keeps me from feeling like used and abused in my purpose of being, hey, I want to help, I want to support, I want to protect, is just having this mindset that what I my purpose is unconditional. So it's not based on me getting something back from you. It's not based on you being able to return that energy. It's not based on anything that you do, because my purpose is about me.
Yeah.
It's about my fulfillment. It's not about what everybody else is going to see and acknowledge.
Right.
So that's one thing. And then also kind of recognizing in those moments where it feels like it's heavy or it's too much, giving myself the grace to take a step back.
Yeah.
And take care of myself, protect my energy, and being okay with that. Not feeling guilty, not feeling bad that I'm not being everything to everybody.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Catrina?
Well, for me, for those who do not know their purpose, I challenge you to figure out what your purpose is, so you can live in your purpose. And for those who are raising our children, our future generation, I challenge you to teach them to live in their purpose, not what you want them to live in.
Yeah.
So they won't face the challenges that we are facing now, trying to figure out who we are. Let them be who they are. Challenge them to be who they are.
Yeah. All right. Sound good to me. What about you, Doc? I know you got something to say real quick. You got to add on.
I just believe in purpose. Purpose covers every aspect of life. Purpose is the love. I say purpose is your spine. The love, the loyalty, and all those are vertebrae on your spine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without purpose, you really don't have nothing. You don't have togetherness. You really don't even have family, because everything in your life should serve a purpose.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling people, just do what God gave you. Biblical said your gift will make a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
all right.
It's for you.
I'll leave it at that.
All right. So look, on the way on out the door, we just want to make sure that y'all voting still for us. We've been nominated for three categories for the Oscars. We've been nominated for the best duo team podcast, the best original music intro, and the best health and fitness podcast. So make sure y'all still vote, and then also say we have our host Don. Say shout out to Cuz. He's still putting in that work. He's working on another movie again, y'all. So he's nominated in several categories in the streaming part of the Oscars. So y'all make sure y'all vote for him too. So not only that, the announcement is, here go the tickets, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got our tickets. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and go to www.theposcars.com or call 248-621-4886. You know what I'm saying, to get y'all tickets. It's going to be a great evening. This is the third Oscars. It's going to be drinks and food and a great time. You know what I'm saying? Come on out and meet us, meet everybody else that in the podcasting world, in the acting world, directing world, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything else you want to add real quick, Doc, as far as pertains to the Oscars?
Go vote, and just remember, when you're paying for the ticket, you're paying for food too. You're paying for the entertainment. You're paying for the experience. This is not something that we say, yeah, you can come here for free. Y'all gonna eat. And we're gonna have some good food. We had great food last year, the year before that, and we're gonna have good food this year. Except we had the taste of the Caribbean.
All right. Taste of the Caribbean. Sound good to me. Sound like some good ass jerk chicken around here.
Sound like a funky good time.
Oh shit. Okay.
We have both. We have all the forms of chicken for your niggers. But we had to choose not to do fries.
That's what they say in Kentucky, niggers.
Grease.
Right.
And dressing up don't go good together, so we do the baked curry and
I love curry.
The other curry and jerk.
Jerk. Yeah, jerk chicken. Okay.
Jerk. Yeah, I mean curry, jerk, and baked chicken.
All right. So y'all make sure y'all follow the socials too to get them more information and stuff like that on the tickets and everything and stuff. So October 3rd at the Focus Hope Conference Center. I don't know why I always do that, man. So October 3rd, y'all. So make sure y'all come on out and support y'all. All right. And then on that note, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for, everybody in the chat. Thanks to the guests for coming on by again. You know what I'm saying? Great episode. Thanks, Dr. Ruckus.
Mention their address one more time.
Yeah, you got to do that.
21573 Grand River. We will be having that grand opening soon.
Remember, hair care and skincare spa.
All
And
right,
hit that website up
in
too.
Detroit.
Yeah, what's the website?
Vegan Hair Crack. That's cracker with a K.com.
All right.
Company sites.
Veganhaircrack.company.site. And that's crack with a K.
Yeah.
Crack
We're
with a
updating
K.
our website. That's where I'm a little confused.
Okay. All right, y'all. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and flex it on out, y'all. Y'all know how we do, and we're going to see y'all next week. Peace, y'all.
Yeah. Big flex on the set, you know we gotta rep. Heavy talk on that mic, all we do is press. John Q, that's coach, got him upset. Gym Animal Muscle Gang, we up next. Big Flex Podcast live on Monday night with John Q, Latoyia, Deshawn, and Don Snipes. You can catch Snipes on the pod or the big screen or get tea time with Toya if you want the tea. Talk about the strong end on your weekday. Tap in with Muscle Gang, you never have a weekday. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. Big Flex Podcast, 9 p.m. Monday. Pull us up on YouTube if you want that replay. It's the Big Flex Podcast, Mondays, 9 at night. It's the Big Flex Podcast. Come on.